Imagine knowing your entire future before you're even old enough to choose it. Imagine being told from childhood exactly who you must become, what responsibilities you must carry, and how millions of people will judge every decision you make for the rest of your life. For most people, that sounds unimaginable. But for Princess Leonor of Spain, it's reality. As the heir to the Spanish throne, Leonor is not simply growing up in the public eye. She is preparing for a role that will shape the future of an entire nation. While many royals face pressure, some experts believe Princess Leonor carries a burden that few young royals in modern history have ever experienced. Today, we'll explore why the future Queen of Spain faces extraordinary challenges, the expectations placed upon her, and the sacrifices she must make as she prepares for a destiny she never chose. Let's begin. Most people spend years trying to discover who they want to become. Princess Leonor never had that luxury. The moment she was born on October 31, 2005, her future was already being written. As the eldest daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, Leonor became first in line to the Spanish throne. Unlike many children who dream about future careers, Leonor's future came with a title, responsibilities, and expectations attached from the very beginning. She wasn't simply born into a famous family. She was born into a role that will one day require her to represent an entire country. From childhood, every stage of her development has been viewed through the lens of her future as queen. That level of pressure is something very few people can truly understand. Most teenagers make mistakes. Most young adults experience awkward moments, poor decisions, and personal struggles away from public attention. Princess Leonor does not have that privilege. Every public appearance is photographed. Every speech is analyzed. Every facial expression becomes a topic of discussion online. Millions of people watch her grow, learn, and mature. While social media can be challenging for ordinary young people, imagine experiencing those challenges while carrying the expectations of an entire nation. A simple mistake that might be forgotten for most teenagers can become international news for Leonor. This constant observation creates pressure that few people ever experience. And unlike celebrities, she cannot simply walk away from public life. Her role requires her to remain visible. One reason Leonor's burden is unique is because she is not merely preparing for a symbolic title. She is preparing to become Spain's head of state. That responsibility requires years of training. In recent years, Leonor has undertaken military education as part of her preparation for the throne. She has participated in rigorous programs designed to develop discipline, leadership, and a deep understanding of Spain's institutions. While many young adults are exploring careers or university life, Leonor is preparing for responsibilities that will last a lifetime. She must learn diplomacy. She must understand politics without becoming political. She must represent national unity. She must remain above controversy. These expectations would be demanding for anyone. For a young woman still finding her place in the world, they are enormous. Leonor faces another challenge that previous generations did not. She is growing up in a rapidly changing world. Modern societies increasingly question traditional institutions, including monarchies. As future queen, Leonor must help ensure the Spanish monarchy remains relevant in the 21st century. That means balancing tradition with modernization. She must respect centuries of royal history while also connecting with younger generations. It's a delicate balance. Move too far toward tradition, and the monarchy risks appearing outdated. Move too far toward change, and critics may argue that royal traditions are being lost. Finding that balance is a challenge few royals have faced on such a public stage. Behind the glamorous images lies a reality many people overlook. Royal life often requires significant personal sacrifices. Friendships can become complicated when trust is difficult to establish. Privacy becomes rare. Personal relationships attract constant scrutiny. Even simple activities that most people take for granted may require security planning and media management. Imagine not knowing whether someone likes you for who you are because of your title. Imagine having every friendship examined by newspapers and social media users. These are challenges Princess Leonor must navigate throughout her life. The crown may bring prestige, but it also demands sacrifice. Another burden Leonor carries is the responsibility of protecting her family's legacy. Her father, King Felipe VI, has worked to strengthen public confidence in the Spanish monarchy. As future queen, Leonor will eventually inherit that responsibility. Every action she takes today contributes to how the public views her future reign. Royal experts often note that heirs are judged not only for who they are now but for who people believe they will become. That means Leonor's future is constantly being evaluated long before she ever ascends the throne. Few young people grow up under that level of expectation. Perhaps the greatest burden of all is the expectation of perfection. People expect future monarchs to be intelligent. They expect them to be disciplined. They expect them to remain composed under pressure. They expect them to avoid scandals. In reality, no human being is perfect. Yet public figures often face impossible standards. Princess Leonor must navigate this challenge while growing into adulthood. Every achievement is celebrated. Every mistake is magnified. The pressure to always appear flawless can be exhausting. And unlike many people, she cannot simply step away from her responsibilities. The expectations remain. Day after day, year after year. Despite these challenges, Leonor has consistently demonstrated determination and maturity. Observers have praised her confidence during official speeches. Many have admired her commitment to education and public service. While the road ahead will not be easy, she appears focused on preparing for the role that awaits her. The burden she carries is undeniably heavy, but it is also a responsibility she seems determined to embrace. Whether she becomes one of Spain's most respected monarchs remains to be seen. What is clear is that the journey has already begun. Princess Leonor's life may appear glamorous from the outside, but behind the royal titles and public ceremonies lies a reality few people truly understand. She carries the expectations of a nation. She lives under constant observation. She sacrifices privacy for duty. And she spends every day preparing for a role she was destined to inherit from birth. That is why many believe Princess Leonor carries a burden few royals ever face. Yet despite the challenges, she continues moving forward with grace, determination, and a sense of responsibility that has impressed many around the world. As Spain's future queen, the world will continue watching her journey. The question is not whether she carries a heavy burden. The question is how she will transform that burden into a legacy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more royal stories and updates. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.